What's good, everybody? It's Shin, and today I'm coming to you from downtown Las Vegas at the Main Street Station, and I'm heading into the Garden Court Buffet for dinner. Now, in this video, I'm going to be giving you my honest thoughts on everything that I try from plate number 1 to dessert, and hopefully you'll be able to glean some knowledge to see if this buffet is right for you. All right, I'm really hungry. Let's head on in. All right, guys, so we just got seated here at the Garden Court Buffet, and I gotta say, I love the look of this place. It's called the Garden Court, and they follow the theme to a T. Now, what's really cool is they have a collection of antiques here. One of the things being the chandeliers in the buffet are originally from the San Francisco Opera House. That's super cool. They also have a marble statue of the goddess Fortuna, Lady Luck, holding a pair of dice as well as a set of cards. She's supposed to bring you good luck. I think I've already hit it here. Now, the Garden Court Buffet is open daily for brunch from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and they're open for dinner on Fridays and Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, for that daily brunch, you're looking at paying $20.99, and for that weekend dinner, you're looking at paying $28.99. All right, and that's enough with the info. Let me go give you a quick tour of the dinner buffet. All right, guys, let me give you a quick tour of the buffet, starting here at the garden section. Standard salad bar looking here. Got your toppings, your dressing, some croutons, your butter. Got some antipasto here, some nice pasta salads, a coleslaw, and looks like beet salad here. Coming on over, we've got some fresh fruits. Looks like some watermelon and cantaloupe and some pears and some peaches, nice. And we've got some pizza here. Looks pretty good. Some more pizzas here. Let's see, is there anything in here? Yeah, it looks like some kind of soup. I'm not actually sure what type of soup that is. Got au gratin potatoes, some baked cod, corn on the cob, and some carrots, some clams, and some fried shrimp. Nice. Got some linguine and clam sauce here. Italian sausage and meatballs, pastas. Ooh, beef tips, that's pretty good. Nice, we have some broccoli, some chicken, mashed potatoes, ooh, barbecued ribs. That looks pretty good. Got your different gravies and your au jus back here. And you got the carvery here. Looks like some sausage, ham, prime rib. Looks like some turkey in the back as well. That looks pretty good. You got your sauces over here. Get around these folks. Yeah, so you got your tartar sauce, cocktail sauce, and lemons, cranberry sauce, and horseradish over there. Got some dinner rolls. All right, we got some yams in the back there, some green beans with mushrooms, some barbecued beans. Got some fried chicken here. A grilled fish of the day, and some stuffing, nice. Is there anything in here? Nope, looks empty. Or a solid looking Latin option here. Beans, enchiladas, beef fajitas in the back, or chicken fajitas rather. Carnitas, Spanish rice. Got some corn there, some taco meat. You have your hard taco shells there, some sauces, various taco toppings. You've got your sour cream in the back there, some olives, pico de gallo. Yeah, nice. Salsa verde, salsa rojo. Some jalapenos there as well, nice. Got your tortilla chips and something that looks to be like a vegetable soup. And here we are to the Asian section. We got a mustard sauce here, some sweet and sour sauce, chili sauce. Got your spring rolls. Got your chow mein, some stir-fried vegetables, orange chicken, fried rice as well. Oh, nice. I got some kimchi here, do my people proud. Some macaroni salad and some cucumber salad. And you've got a Hawaiian beef stew, some Kahlua pork in the back there. We got some pork buns, some mahi mahi it's listed as, some shoyu chicken in the back, and some steamed rice. So those are all the stations here. Let me take you guys over to the desserts. All right, so taking a quick look at the desserts here. We got some assorted muffins and pastries. Looks like some pound cake and some cookies. Rice Krispies treats. I'm gonna get those for sure. Oh, bread pudding. You guys know this is my favorite. If you watched any of my other videos, I'm definitely getting it on that. And we got some puddings here, jello, various cakes and pies. Nice, looking all pretty good. Looks like over here we got the no sugar added section. Bunch of cakes and some muffins, nice. All right, we got some sauces here for the ice cream machine, which is right over here. And I believe that is the whole buffet, guys. So I'm gonna go put this down so I can get the first plate. Okay guys, so that was a super abbreviated tour of the buffet here. Now, if you would like to see an in-depth close-up look at every single item for both their brunch and dinner buffets, I've got a video for that. I'm gonna link that right above. Okay, now I'm pretty hungry. Let's go get plate number 1. Okay guys, and I am back with plate number 1, and plate number 1 I went with a little bit of a surf and a turf. I have some baked whitefish along with some clams and some fried shrimp. I also got a bit of their prime rib and a dinner roll just to help out with a bit of a side. Now the first thing I want to try is this prime rib. Now you can see the fat and the juices glistening right off of this. This looks pretty good. Let's give it a taste. Now it is a little bit tough, but the flavors are actually pretty good in this beef. And I bet this horseradish is really going to set it off. Horseradish definitely makes that a lot better. Okay, up next I want to try this jumbo fried shrimp. When I pick it up, it feels crispy, nice and hot. Hopefully this tastes good. Dip it into that cocktail sauce. Let's take a bite. Yeah, that's not bad. Now there actually is quite a bit of breading. I would have liked the shrimp to be a little bigger inside, but overall the batter's seasoned. It doesn't taste all that bad. All right, the next thing I'm gonna try are the clams. Now the clams come in a garlic wine sauce. Pretty standard for a clam. Hopefully the ones here are good. They're kind of rubbery. Now the flavor of that wine cream sauce is actually pretty good, but unfortunately the quality of the clams is a little low, so they do get a little rubbery. Not the best bite, decent flavor though. Okay, last up on this first plate is this baked whitefish. There looks to be a ton of seasoning and flavor on that crust on the outside. Looks relatively flaky on the inside as well. Let's give it a taste. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I gotta say, the fish is actually quite moist. You can actually see how moist it is. Nice and juicy, not overcooked at all. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. All in all, pretty decent first plate. Now, that was definitely a pretty decent first plate. Let's go for plate number 2. All right guys, and we are back with plate number 2, and plate number 2, I went straight to Latin cuisine. Now I love enchiladas. As soon as I saw them on the line, I knew I had to get some. And I'm a huge Taco Bell fiend, and one of the items that I love at Taco Bell is the double-decker taco. That nice soft shell on the outside, a layer of cheese, to keep your hard shell taco from cracking everywhere. I love that, and I've made my own here. I also saw some of their pork carnitas. I wanted to try some of that, and their Spanish rice looks really good too. Now, the first bite I'm taking is this double-decker taco. As I mentioned, this is one of my favorite items at Taco Bell. I can't believe it's discontinued. What were they thinking? But thankfully, if you come to any buffet with a decent Latin section, you can always make your own. Let's give this a taste. It's delicious, but it's everywhere. Now, right off the bat, I gotta tell you, the seasoned ground beef for the tacos here is really good. Tons of spices. Their guacamole has a lot of flavor as well. Sour cream balancing it all out. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm the master of making double-decker tacos, but the proof is kind of right here, you know? This is so good. All right, next up, let's try these pork carnitas. They look super juicy. You can see the big chunks of onion in here. Looks pretty good. Let's give it a taste. That is quite good. Now, the pork is nice and tender. It's super juicy, and the flavor is really, really deep. I think they actually added a little bit of soy sauce to the marinade because there's a nice hit of umami. This is actually pretty good pork carnitas. Now let's try some of the Spanish rice. Nice color to it. You can see the chunks of vegetables. Hopefully it's seasoned well and tastes good. It's okay. Rice is cooked through. Nothing's crunchy. Seasoning's there. I would like the flavor to be a little more robust though, to be some of the best Spanish rice I've had. But overall, pretty decent compliment to this meal. Okay, now next up are the enchiladas. And I gotta tell you, enchiladas are one of my favorite food on the planet. I love them so much. Hopefully theirs here is good. Interesting. It's not bad by any means, but it's almost a crossover between a taquito and an enchilada. If you were to pour enchilada sauce all over a beef taquito, that's exactly what this is. I don't hate it. I think I actually kind of like it. Okay, no doubt, the Latin section here is really good. Now that was a phenomenal plate number 2. Let's go for plate number 3. All right guys, and I am back with plate number 3. And plate number 3, I went straight to Asia. Now you can see here, I've got the standard half and half. We've got fried rice and chow mein. Got a little spring roll here with some sweet and sour sauce that I'm gonna be dipping it into. I've also got some Asian stir-fried vegetables, some orange chicken, a pork bun, and I mean, I'm Korean, I gotta get some kimchi if they have it, right? All right, now the first thing I'm gonna try is this vegetable spring roll. Nice little sweet and sour sauce here. Let's give this a taste. That's pretty decent. Skin is nice and crispy. The vegetables inside are cooked through. Decent amount of flavor in them as well. This is a pretty decent vegetable spring roll. Okay, now up next is some orange chicken. I mean, it looks like the pretty standard orange chicken that you would find at something like a Panda Express. Feels nice and crispy. Let's give it a taste. I think that could be a little bit better. Now, I thought the skin was gonna be pretty crispy, but it's actually a little soggy. That kind of sucks. But overall, it's still passable orange chicken. All right, next up, let's try this chow mein. Now, the noodles don't have a ton of color on them, but hopefully they've soaked up some of the flavors that they've been cooked in. Let's see how it tastes. No, that's actually pretty decent. You actually get a lot of that stir-fry flavor. It's not gonna be the best chow mein you've ever had, but it's definitely passable. I think it's just as good, if not a little bit better than Panda Express. Passable, right? All right, let's try their fried rice. Looks like a pretty standard fried rice to me. Got your vegetables in there, bits of egg. You can tell the soy sauce has stained the rice. Hopefully this tastes good. Oh, that's a pretty good fried rice. Good flavor. Get a little bit of that umami from the soy sauce. Overall, pretty good. All right, next up, let's try this pork bun. Now, right off the bat, I can tell the pork to bun ratio is probably not in the pork's favor, but hopefully everything tastes good. That's actually really good tasting. Now, as I kind of mentioned, you could probably put about 3 times the pork in here, but the flavors are nicely developed. You've got a bit of that sweetness and the tang coming from that sauce. Pork is nice and tender. This is actually pretty good. All right, now let's try a little bit of this kimchi. Looks like pretty standard kimchi to me. You can see the pepper flakes. You can tell it's been pickled. It's just pickled spicy cabbage. Hopefully it tastes good. That's not bad. All right, let's try this stir-fried broccoli. Now, it looks pretty good. You can actually see chunks of garlic and the oil that it's been cooked in. Hopefully this tastes good. I'm not sure if it's because the broccoli's been under the heat lamp for so long. But unfortunately, the consistency is a little mushy. That said, garlic's coming through. I actually have a bit of a hint of mushroom in there as well. Not a bad stir-fry vegetable dish. Now, I'll say that the Latin plate was definitely better, but their Asian offerings here are pretty solid. All right, guys, I am stuffed. I really wanted to try and get an Italian plate in there. I just don't think I can fit anything else except for dessert. Let's activate that dessert stomach. Let's go. All right, guys, and I am back with dessert. And dessert, I kept it a little simple. Now, if you watch any of my other videos, you know I absolutely love bread pudding. So I've got some of that. Got a Rice Krispie treat because, you know, this reminds me of childhood days, and a chocolate pudding because honestly, it looks pretty good. So the first thing I must try is the bread pudding. Now I gotta say, this bread pudding feels amazing. Nice and soft. You can see that caramel sauce glistening. I mean, if looks could kill, I'd be dead. That's really good. Oh, the sweetness is definitely something to write home about. It's really delicious. Nice and airy. There's cinnamon, there's vanilla. This is everything I love in a bread pudding. Okay, next up, I'm gonna try this Rice Krispie Square. You know, I grew up eating tons of these. I used to love making these because they're so easy. Marshmallow, butter, some Rice Krispies into a tray, you bake it, and now you have dessert for a week, a day, an afternoon. I eat a ton of these. Hopefully the ones here are good. It's not bad. It's a little dry, but I suppose that's to be expected if it's been out in the buffet line for a while. Decent flavor, decent sweetness. Texture just leaves a tiny bit to be desired. Overall, not a bad Rice Krispie treat though. Now, lastly on the desserts is this chocolate pudding. Just spooning this up, it felt great. Nice texture, nice bounce, good volume to the pudding. I could tell this isn't gonna be watery or mushy. As long as that chocolate flavor is robust, this is gonna be awesome. That's a great chocolate pudding. You know, you get a ton of the chocolate flavor, but it's not overly sweet. This is definitely top 10 chocolate puddings I've ever had. Whew, all right, guys, and that does it for me here at the Garden Court Buffet. Now, I gotta tell you, I really enjoyed my dinner here. That Latin plate was out of this world good. And all of the Asian offerings that I tried were pretty decent as well. That baked fish and the prime rib, both pretty decent. I guess really nothing offended me here. It was all pretty good. Now, if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up and comment below. Are you gonna be making your way out to Main Street Station? Now, if you're looking for more buffet tours and food reviews here in Las Vegas, please consider subscribing to the channel. I've got a ton more of those coming your way. And that's all for this video. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed Vegas with me, Shin. Bye.